Potion, potion, my favorite potion. Sip, touch my lip till I'm comatosing. Double up my cup, discover my lust. You got my attention, but I don't think love is enough. Daddy taught me stand tall, but I'd rather we lean. Tried this shit before I was 17. Turned my lifestyle into a dream. I know it made me think less about the shit that I seen. I know the shit that I seen, most people wouldn't believe it. And if I had the choice, I would leave it. Forever.
Lean, which is essentially a mild opiate made from mixing codeine cough syrup with Sprite, has always been popular in the South. But recently, it's had a bit of a resurgence. Also known as scissorp, dirty Sprite, or purple drank, lean is made by mixing prescription-strength cough syrup with soda and sometimes fruit-flavored candy. The beverage has become popularized in hip-hop music over the years, with famous rappers featuring and drinking lean in their music videos, which in turn has made it more popular on social media, where fans try to imitate their favorite rap stars. It's really easy to overlook what a huge effect this weird little purple concoction has had on rap music, but it's changed rap music more than heroin changed rock music. Everything has become more strung out, slower, and with that strung out, slower music, there's also a kind of strung out, slower personality that you see people who listen to this music have, and it's kind of like everyone's sort of tuning out a bit. So we're about to meet a rapper named Kasky who raps about lean a lot. When we first came to Florida, I sort of assumed that lean was a cheap, easy-to-get drug. I mean, it's basically pharmaceutical cough syrup mixed with Sprite. But now we've learned that bottles go for up to $3,000. I mean, it's this highly sought-after status symbol. And it'll be interesting to see whether he actually does like lean, or whether for him, it's just another part of the image. Amongst rappers and other people you know, how big is lean?
Lean is fucking big as fuck. Everybody sips lean. Or everybody wants to sip lean, let's say that. Everybody wants to sip lean, acts like they sip lean, acts like they know somebody that sip lean, acts like they could get lean, but...
And what about personally, like, what's your experience with lean?
I like lean. Like, I've always liked lean. The first time I sipped lean was with Click Clack, we was in the studio, and I just wanted to sip it because, like, we was already doing drugs every once in a while and stuff like that, smoking, doing other shit, but yeah, like, we wanted to sip lean in the studio, and we made music, and it was fire as fuck.
And lean is kind of, it is an opiate, right?
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of niggas in the hood and shit, niggas don't know that it's an opiate. But then after a while, you drink so much, and then they want to take perks. Yeah. Then they want to start taking Percocets. And then they don't know why they like the perks, and now they addicted to perks.
It tastes good. Yeah. If something tastes this good, like, you would think for something to have opiates and all that shit, and it'd be nasty.
Yeah.
If you put that shit in some Sprite, and it's heaven in a cup.
It feels fucking awesome.
It feels good.
It feels fucking awesome.
And it makes you feel good.
Makes you feel good. It makes you feel like a great version of yourself.
Yeah, right.
And now we gonna pop it for y'all.
Real dealing to you.
That was a nice pop right there. Yeah, y'all can see him down at the bottom. You see how you sit down? Sit down at the bottom. You know why he sit down and like that?
He definitely gonna find.
Yeah, nah, he gonna say. He said, wait, how many you say you sip? 3 cups?
1.5.
Yeah. Are you usually this generous with your lean?
No, you guys are here.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, like real? You guys are here.
What do you think is behind this recent upsurge in people doing lean?
Definitely rap culture. Pimp C, Texas really started that way, but now that we're in the age of social media, I feel like it's gotten a new leap because, you know, it's like, it's a cool drug, it's expensive, it's hard to access, it's exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
What's weird about lean is like, I could have weed, right? And you could all have weed, nobody's cooler. If you got lean in here, most of us probably don't have it. So it's like, it's a status, you know? It's a Louis Supreme collab. It's the Louis Supreme collab.
Everything I do go right, child. I'm feeling like a Rothschild. So much money.
So even though lean's having a bit of a moment right now, it's actually been around. Demand for lean is so high these days.
Yeah.
Have you noticed an increase in young people specifically buying this?
Kids is listening to the music. They following all these big-time celebrities. A lot of kids is doing it. A lot of kids is doing it.
The soda and candy in lean mask the taste of the cough medicine, which often contains the powerful drugs promethazine and codeine. Codeine is a highly addictive opioid, and when ingested in large amounts, produces feelings of euphoria, alleviates tension and anxiety, and decreases aggression, all of which has contributed to lean's popularity over the years. But prolonged lean consumption can lead to dependence and increased use of opioids and potentially fatal overdoses.
So yeah, you might have a really potent white styrofoam cup with a lot of codeine in there and you don't know it. So yeah, that's gonna create a higher addiction. And you have really good-looking rappers who's got all the honeys, he's got all the girls, you know, and he's drinking this. He's always got a white styrofoam cup in his hand, and he's on this. Then maybe if I do that, I'll get the honeys, I'll get the Lambo, I'll get the Maserati, you know, things of that nature. They're making that association even if that association is not really real.
One of your lyrics says,
I mean, fuck yeah. Like, the reason I said information overload in that thing is because, like, we're in this age of, like, consuming, you know? Everybody's consuming shit. You know, you're always on your phone watching other people's lives, watching other people's shit. And so we always are getting fed this, like, false perception of reality. And that's where I think all the problems come. Because then people feel more, like, empty. They feel like they're lacking, you know, all the time. So that's why we use drugs and we, you know, fake shit on Instagram. It's like all the same thing, you know?
a lot of people might say that rappers are to blame for people doing lean. But is it really that rappers are promoting a drug culture, or are you just reflecting a drug problem that you see in our generation?
Yeah, I wouldn't say rappers are to blame for anything, because rappers, we're just people, you know, so.
And then on top of that, if you listen to the music, ain't nobody saying, hey, go get some lean, hey, pour another cup. They usually talking about what they doing. Yeah. I'm pouring a cup. Yeah. I'm sipping some lean.
Which,
I poured it.
Hey, but which, if we're gonna be honest though, that's in a way promoting, because everybody wanna be like us. But at the end of the day, like, I still think that, like, rappers, we're just people. We're not the...
Yeah, you get blamed for everything.
Yeah, you get blamed for everything because they're popular.
Right.
But I think they're a byproduct of what they grew up around. I grew up around drugs, so it wasn't that I was ever trying to promote drugs and shit. That was the experience I had to talk about, you know? So I think it's the same for all rappers, you know? We all grew up in our environments, and most people, you know, at least good rappers, we're just talking about the stuff that we've seen, you know, and been around. So that would be like blaming a reporter for a mass shooting, you know? It's like, nah, we're talking about what's going on around us. Hey, man, cheers, brother. My cup licking, but y'all, cheers to y'all, man.
Oh, that's actually purple.
Yeah, that's some purple.
That's the mythical purple.
You want to trade you that green for the purple?
Oh, there's a lean trade going on.
Yeah, we trade. You know, it's like it's Supreme Louis, you know? Like, you trade.
And it ain't gotta get the sound when you come to the crib, get the pet down. Chopping up pills, slinging up dope, whatever make fiend come alive.
Are you feeling it? The green?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's like...
Feel like you could rap?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I couldn't rap before, and I definitely can't rap now. But I don't know, just like, people would say things and I wouldn't quite properly hear them.
Yeah.
And I would see things and not fully acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Almost like I wasn't really acknowledging the world around me. Almost like I was tuning out from the world around me.
Yeah,
and I can see if you keep doing that, then it's like a very, very short step to getting a face tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, when you say that you were tuning out, do you mean that like you were focused on yourself more, tuning it out, or just focused
I think
on
focusing
nothing?
less on myself and less on the world around me.
That's interesting,
Yeah.
right? I think that's the important downfall.
Yeah.
It's important to focus on both of those things, but especially yourself, right?
Dude, thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all, man. Really appreciate the opportunity to talk.
Potential reasons as to why lean could be coming back right now. The easiest thing to do is to blame rappers and Instagram, which have kind of served as lean's ultimate marketing tools. But codeine, at its heart, is a prescription-based opiate, and rappers didn't invent the opioid crisis. All opiates are used to try and escape something, so maybe the bigger